Hey my friends, today I will take Miley Cyrus' new song called End of the World and I will show you how to turn it into a big EDM banger for the festivals like Tomorrowland or Perucaville. Make sure to watch till the end because I have a very cool offer waiting for you producers out there. But now let's get into FL Studio. Alright guys, this is what the vocals sound like.
Today you woke up and you told me that you wanted to cry.
I've already stretched them to 128 and I'll start this remix using some piano chords from my Line 4.0 pack. Let's make sure they're in the right pitch. Let's send them to the mixer. And I'll throw some OTT on here to make them really compressed and fat. I think I need to pitch them down some more.
Today you woke up and you told me that you wanted to cry.
And then I'll add some strings here to the next part as well in the background. Make sure the pitch is right.
Baby, you've been thinking about the future like it's already yours. Baby, you've been thinking about the
sounding so
future
good.
like it's already yours.
Amazing. Nice. And then I want to have nice little guitar in the background here as well, something like that. Check this out. Nice. And then let's add a bass. I'll add that after 8 bars just to add some body. Think I will use this preset here from Synth 1. Yeah, that's sounding amazing. Let me do a little bit of EQing on the bass. I want to make it a bit warmer, add a bit more warmth here. Alright then, let's add some build-up drums because now like 16 bars into the break, I already want to have the build-up. So let's add some snares here. Yeah, this is already adding so much push to the remix. Amazing. And then I'll add a little fill here right before the build-up, and then one here before the drop. Now let me add a volume fade out to the break bass in order to add more impact when the drop hits. And then I also want some impact sounds here for the transitions. Something like that here, and another one here for the break. Nice. Let's add a crash as well, something like that. Let me add some delay here, and I'll have it really quiet in the background. One trick here is you can duplicate this, reverse it, and then add it right before in order to make the transition even smoother. Something like that. Then we need some risers and uplifters for the build-up to create all that tension. Alright guys, so now I will start writing the drop melody. Let's pick a cool preset here from my Synth 1 pack. I think we can use this one as a starting point. Just trust the process, guys. Yeah, I think this sounds really catchy in my opinion. So let's do some lead layering. I really like this one. Has a lot of energy. Let's add a third one. I like this one too. And then a fourth one. Let's see what else we got. Maybe this one. Yeah, I really like this. Now one trick here, open a new preset, take the insert preset, and then change the wave to noise. Then I'm gonna play around with a high pass filter here. So we only have this high end, this high noise sound. And then I'll play around with the envelope a bit. And then I'll add that to the other layers. And this almost sounds like a ride, as you can tell, and this really fattens up the other layers. Check this out. Yeah, that sounds so cool. Let's do a little bit of EQing here. Then I'm gonna add some OTT to make them really fat. Then I'll add some stereo width. Let's add some reverb as well. Something like that should be good. And then we need some sidechain as well. Nice. Now let's add the bass line. First, I'll start with a mid bass and a sub bass. I really like this mid bass preset. Let me keep that. The sub bass is really dope as well. It sounds very fat. I'm gonna keep that one, and then let me add a second mid bass layer. Maybe this one. Let's do some processing. I'll start with some EQing. Some more EQing here. I think I'll boost the mids a bit to make them really, really pop in the mix. But I will reduce the low mids to get rid of some mud there. All right, and then I'll add some blood overdrive to make them really fat. And then I think I'll add some fresh air just to make them sound a bit brighter, a bit more open. Yeah, that's really cool. Check this out. And then some sidechain. Nice. All right, then the sub bass needs a bit of sidechain as well. Now let's build some chords. Amazing. Let me add a second layer to that one. Maybe this one. Yeah, I think that one's cool. Yeah, I think that's sounding amazing. All right, let's add some drums. First, a kick here through some EQing. Then we need some claps, some rides, and some shaker loops for that groove. And then we need some down lifters for all that energy on the drop. And then I'll also add this gated Atmo for a bit more energy. Just add some sidechain here as well. And then last but not least, I'm gonna add a filter here in the build-up to introduce the melody. And then I'll also lower the volume a little here in the build-up, right before the drop, just to make sure the drop really has a lot of impact. And then I'll also get rid of the sidechain here in the build-up. Perfect. Guys, before I show you the result, I really need to recommend to you my Ultimate Emotional Progressive House Bundle. This bundle is the outcome of 5 years of hard work. It contains over 7,000 samples, presets, MIDIs, just everything you need to produce music like Martin Garrix, Dubvision, or Nicky Romero. These packs are made entirely with pure heart for the EDM community. The bundle also contains a 1-hour masterclass by my good friend Severman. If you enter the code 40, you can get 40% off on the bundle. Limited time only. Now my boys, let's check out the remix together. Enjoy.
Today you woke up and you told me that you wanted to cry. The sky was falling like a comment on the 4th of July. Baby, you've been thinking about the future like it's alright.